For those of you wondering what that sound is, it's the sound of Naruto and his giant balls hitting the ground. What an awesome chapter. Oh boy. Naruto, number 13, Ninja. Ninja what, you may ask? Just ninja.
Man, I tell you, the size of the balls on this kid, man. Oh, he's got to probably walk around and hold them in a wheelbarrow. Well, hello, my brothers and sisters of the Nerd Nation. I, as always, am Jim, here to bring you another review on the awesome and the really just inspiring tale of Naruto. And I know that I'm, only whatever, a dozen plus chapters into it, but this is a cool tale, man. I mean, a really cool tale, and something that's really neat, and you can just learn a lot of great life lessons from, and can certainly see where the series' popularity came from, because there's a lot more to it than just a coming of age story about some kid that happens to be a ninja. That's my opinion anyway. The last chapter, of course, saw Kakashi and Zabuza facing off against each other, and at the end of the chapter, it looked as if Zabuza had gotten the drop on Kakashi, but we found out that it was actually Kakashi had created a water doppelganger of himself, and then he came around behind Zabuza and said, "Game over." Zabuza then went into this nice little monologue about how, it was what he actually did to create that clone and then wait in the mist and everything else. And it was very, very cool because Kakashi, we found out, of course, has that Sharingan eye. So very, very neat stuff, but that's how it ended off, was Zabuza basically saying, yeah, sorry, buddy, you're not going to take me that easily, right? So we come to find out right at the beginning of this chapter, just kind of melds right into the next one. It's great. That's where it left off. That's right where it picks up, as it should in most cases. And Zabuza actually winds up getting the drop then again on Kakashi, because that was actually one of his doppelgangers. So it's kind of like an okey doke. Just a lot of smoke and mirrors going on here. But that is the way of the ninja. And just, again, very cool stuff, the way everything is depicted. So as they kind of break apart and then go to fight and attack each other, Zabuza has that kind of huge-looking sword, and it's got like this really long reach as far as the actual hilt of it too. The hilt is almost probably half the size of like a staff, like 3 feet, and then the sword itself is huge. Anyway, he kind of goes to goes in as they're going to clash. He winds up going and kind of getting the drop on Kakashi and being able to kick him, and Kakashi boom, goes flying away, And of course, everybody's still spread out from, when the shit hit the fan just a few moments ago, and Zabuza kind of appeared in the midst of everybody. So Tazuna's still kind of like back on the ground, and Sasuke, Naruto, and Sakura are still, within close proximity of each other. But anyway, this Zabuza is definitely like dividing and conquering, so to speak. You know what I mean? They're unable to keep their battle formation, at least thus far. So anyway, then he goes over, and then Zabuza winds up going, and he's like, Caltrops, and he kind of goes and steps on one, or goes to avoid him, or what have you, and Caltrops are obviously like those little spikes that are dropped down on the ground. Primarily used by ninja, but you can see those type of things in games like Assassin's Creed and stuff like that. So very cool, good for slowing down enemies that are pursuers. So, he winds up going and doing that, and he's just kind of like, haha, and as he walks over to go in and engage Kakashi again, Kakashi is in the water and is going to pull himself out of the water, but he's like, oh, I can't, the water's so heavy, what the hell? So he goes and he explains to him about how, oh yeah, you got caught in my water prison, And Zabuza's basically like, listen, you're real formidable, but I can't have you running around slowing me down, so I'm going to go and I'll come back and take care of you after I go and kill all of them, And I'm like, oh, what a dick, And he's like, that prison is inescapable, so at least for right now, Kakashi does not have a counter for that move, and even Sasuke's sitting there, he's looking, he's like, wow, his physical attacks are just fantastic, So, and I'm assuming that he's talking about Zabuza and what he's done so far. So, so again, very, very just neat the way everything is depicted. So now it's just kind of got that hopeless feeling. Kakashi, the only one who really was a match for this guy, is now trapped, and everybody else is kind of sitting around, there's these just out of training ninjas, so not even really full-fledged ninjas yet. They should be running down errands, running for groceries and escorting old people across the street or whatever, getting cats out of trees. But but Naruto had to open his mouth, and here we are, right? But otherwise, it would be a boring story, wouldn't it, if they weren't on a neat mission like this. So definitely, I think very cool. Kakashi then goes and tells him, and he winds up going and, Zabuza goes and turns and he attacks Naruto first, kind of goes through and nails him, and basically says that, like, he makes fun of the kids, you're junior level ninjas, you're not a ninja until you've crossed over and back from the plane, you know, the plane of the dead, basically. And you know, and as he starts to use his jutsu again and everything for the, you know, the water doppelganger clones and everything else. But as he does that and nails Naruto, he winds up knocking off his headband and says they don't even deserve to wear those. And Naruto is just kind of pissed off over there. But Kakashi goes and he's just like, listen, we got to cut our losses and run. He's like, just run. Take Tazuna, get out of there and run. You cannot win this battle, okay? I am trapped and I cannot help you, but here's the thing. If he wants to have his hold on me in this water prison, he has to stay in close proximity to me. So if you just get out of the area, maybe a few hundred feet away, maybe a quarter mile, just run, then he won't be able to have this hold on me if he wants to chase you. And then, of course, I'll be able to come help. But if he wants to keep that hold on me, he's definitely going to have to stay close. So distance is your greatest ally, right? So, but Naruto isn't hearing that, man. He isn't hearing that at all. And he's pretty pissed off, too. And I kind of like it, because this is when he grabs his big boy balls, you know. And he has this several-page flashback to all the different moments of him leading up to this point. To him initially freezing up, and then Sasuke kind of, you know, getting his ass out of the frying pan and saying, hey, what do you have, big chicken? And when he originally asked Iruka for the headband, you know, and he said, no, you have to earn this when you graduate and everything else. And what it is it symbolizes the I am not, like, I may get knocked down, but I'm going to get back up. You know what I mean? You can knock me down, but just be prepared, because I'm going to continue to get up, you know? And I really like that, because Naruto is just, it was really cool, you know, just how he did it, because he goes through this flashback and everything, and then he goes and he gets up, and you know, he's going to grab his headband and everything, and then he goes and he straight up tells Zabuza, he's just like, yeah, listen here, buddy, you better get ready to write something else in your book over here, you know? I'm just like, oh, you gotta be kidding me, go Naruto, you know? And I mean, it's great, because you got to think about it. These kids are 12, 13 years old. Kakashi's already warned them, we can't win with me trapped in here. This guy's like an elite level ninja, and he's more powerful than I thought he was. And clearly Kakashi's in a plane all by himself, right? So Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura have zero chance of winning, at least in Kakashi's eyes, right? But the cool thing about it is it's got very much that, like, Rocky feel to it, you know? It's like, I don't care if you have a bigger or longer reach than me and you outweigh me by 100 pounds. I have more heart. And that's what I like about it, you know what I mean? I have more heart, I have more will, I have more determination, and that's why I'm enjoying the story so far. So as the chapter kind of ends up, it's great, because he goes and after he says, you know, you're going to have to add something to your book, he says, hey, you. What's life like without eyebrows, freak? And now he's trying to get under his skin, you know? And Zabuza's like, oh. He's like, hey, listen, I got a new listing for your bingo book right here. And this is what I like. It just reminds me of, like, an Italian, you know what I mean? It's like from some movie like Goodfellas. You know, what does he say here? A guy who is going to be the next Lord Hokage of the, obviously of the Leaf Village, you know, Konohagakure. And he goes and he grabs his headband, and he's going to go put that on and everything. He ties it on him, and he's just like, Naruto Uzumaki, you know, and he's just like Konoha school ninja. But it's just cool, this look that he's got. He's got the blood dripping down and everything, and it's the first time that I've really taken this 13-year-old seriously, deadly serious, you know, after the flashbacks and promising he's never going to run again, he's never going to back off when he froze up. So I just thought it was sweet, you know. And even even Tazuna, who made fun of him, they did nothing but make fun of him and show him no respect, is like, you know, I thought this kid was nothing but a, you know, a piece of crap, basically, when I met him, but there's more to him than that. So then he goes and he tells Sasuke, he's just like, hey, listen up, buddy, there's something I want to tell you. And Sasuke's like, what is it? He's like, I have a plan, you know? And then I think Sasuke's like, now he has a plan? And he's like, so it's time for some teamwork. And then, of course, you got Sakura. She's just not even on, I mean, she's on the team, but she's really just there. I don't know, she's like the mascot, you know, she's the one that maybe waves the pom-pom, she's the cheerleader. I don't know, hopefully she's going to do something soon, though, because she's even just sitting there and she's just like, huh? Feels strange. This is so Naruto. It's like, you know, listen up, man. Get with the program and get the out of here, you know. But anyway, I thought it was cool. He's like, okay, let's get busy, you know. But just that look on Naruto's face is just sweet, and you gotta enjoy and you gotta love that. I do anyway. So that ends the chapter for me, and that's how things wrap up over there. But my chapter question for you is really, what do you think about Naruto and what he decided to do, his decision to do? I mean, because the safe thing would have been for them to run. Honestly, if they were able to get out of this guy's range, the Zabuza, he couldn't have chased him. And if he did try to chase him, it would have freed Kakashi, and Kakashi may have then been able to get the jump on him. However, if he decided to stay and finish off Kakashi in the water prison, they would be running, get a little bit of a head start, and who knows if they would be able to get away from him anyway. So, to tell you the truth, there was no real good option there, but I kind of like Naruto's option of, like, pulling out the wheelbarrow, picking up his balls, dropping them in the wheelbarrow, and saying, hey, let's do this, you know. But what are your thoughts, brothers and sisters, on obviously his choice and him choosing to stay, even though Kakashi had told him it was hopeless? Leave your answer to that question in the comments down below. Feel free to hit the thumbs up, the like button if you should think that I deserve it, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. We will look forward to catching all of you in the next one, nation.
Well, if you like strong female characters, you're not going to find any so far in this series, but if you go on over to my Facebook and Instagram page, you may find more pictures like this lovely one of Anya Stroud from the Gears of War series.